Shalom. Shalom to the hopeful elect of Israel. It's your fellow servant Shemaiah from the GMS Orlando camp. Let us give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Chakodash, double honor to the elders and apostles of the great millstone. And again, peace and salutations to the hopeful elect of Israel, to the actual elect of Israel. We are going to go into this lesson, and I'm going to talk about how watching this clip, fair use only, this seems to be Evite, makes some good points, some relative points on this deception that's put out there as far as free will. All right, I'm gonna play this clip and then we're just gonna go from there. I'm gonna let her speak.
Talk about free will. Because, man, listen, people really think it's something that it's not. I don't know who told y'all, but free will don't equal freedom. It don't mean you're in charge. One thing about God, his will gonna will whether you agree with it or not. Let me tell you what free will look like. For one, it's dangerous. I'm gonna just say this for the people in the back. Sadly, and this is the truth, free will mean you're choosing death. And another thing people don't understand, not everybody got free will. Y'all know the part in the Bible where it says, many are called, but few are chosen. The called got a choice, whether or not they want to pick up an answer. But the chosen are the ones who not only answered, my God, they also signed a spiritual contract. They accepted the position. I don't think y'all hear me. God's chosen don't have a free will. I mean, they probably think they do. But God's will trumps free will. Always have, always will. The irony of that, always will, flow in his will. Jonah was chosen, right? His free will was to run. He ran right on people's boat. His free will was attached to disobedience, which attracted a curse. My God, the wrath of the Most High. And he put I just want to talk about free will. Because, man, listen, people really think it's something that it's not. I don't know who told y'all, but free will don't equal freedom. It don't mean you're in charge. One thing about God, his will gonna will whether you agree with it or not. Let me tell you what free will look like. For one, it's dangerous. I'm gonna just say this for the people in the back. Sadly, and this is the truth, free will mean you're choosing death. And another thing people don't understand, not everybody got free will. Y'all know the part in the Bible where it says, many are called, but few are chosen. The called got a choice, whether or not they want to pick up an answer. But the chosen are the ones who not only answered, my God, they also signed a spiritual contract. They accepted the position. I don't think y'all hear me. God's chosen don't have a free will. I mean, they probably think they do. But God's will trumps free will. Always have, always will. The irony of that, always will, flow in his will. Jonah was chosen, right? His free will was to run. He ran right on people's boat. His free will was attached to disobedience, which attracted a curse. My God, the wrath of the Most High. And he put I just want to talk about free will.
Right. And everybody that was on that boat with him, they were in a detrimental situation because of Jonah's disobedience. Right. And it's about choice, and choice is not free will, which I'm gonna get that. And choice is it's a difference between free will and choice. Okay. The thing is, the Lord already has everything planned out. Everything is already planned out. We're just playing out the Lord's movie. And that what makes those that have faith and trust in the Lord, that what makes them different. Like, they understand this is not their life. They understand that this is a test run. This is you could call it an experiment. You can call it whatever you want to call it. You know, what's that word? Some people say it is. It's not a matrix, but it's something along those lines. You know, where it's like you know, for lack of better words, it's like a dream, or it can be considered a nightmare to people. Life is not, you know, this world, this life, the things that we're doing and living is not for people to. You're not really making your own decisions. I mean, you might have your own, you know, decisions in a sense because you have the mind, you know, which is called the heart in the scriptures, but you're always being influenced, okay? And the thing is with these influences, whether they be good or evil, whether they be bad or you know, or just, you know, whether it be righteous or, you know, lustful, these choices or these decisions that you make is what's going to make up your your outcome. Is what produces your outcome. Sin it leads to death. And we're supposed to sin less. I'm gonna get a precept though. Let me go here to let's go to Joshua. And see, the thing is, with those that have faith in the Lord, they understand that that they don't have, any say so in the matter. And they trust the Lord wholeheartedly to make the better decision and choices for them. Joshua 24, and jump down to verse 15. I'm sorry, verse 14. The heading is, will we serve the Lord? Okay? Because that's what it boils down to at the end of the day. People think they're here on their own intelligent mission, their own intelligent will, their free will to do what they want, to do what they will. And that's what the devil has taught you. Aleister Crowley, I believe it was him that came up with that do as thou wilt phrase. No, serve Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. That's the point of life. Ecclesiastes chapter 12 tells us that. The conclusion of the whole matter. Matter of fact, let me go there first and I'll come back to this Joshua. Ecclesiastes 12. Verse 13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear the Most High and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man. All right. Verse 14, for the Most High shall bring every work into judgment with every secret thing, whether it be good or whether it be evil. Okay? Every decision or decision that's laid before you is pretty much it's gonna be a trial of your faith. It's gonna be a trial against you or for you. All right? Once you learn and you understand what things are right, what things are good in the eyes of the Lord, compared to the things of the world and how we were taught and educated, and you withdraw yourself from those things, then you're going to be given a good reward. And the same thing for those that ignore the will of the Lord, their choices they make are going more toward the evil side. And it's nothing you can hide from the Lord. The Lord understands, or the Lord sees everything that we're doing. The Lord sees everything, even in secret, it says, right? And every secret thing, whether it be good or whether it be bad, the Lord's going to bring it into judgment. All right? Now, you might think you have free will, or you might think that, you have what's they say, you control your life. A lot of people have these words and these phrases that really pretty much it defies the Heavenly Father. I'm going to do me. I'm going to speak my truth. I'm going to live my life. These phrases are known heavily among society. And these are the things that people dwell on as a form of saying, I'm not going to serve you, Lord. That's what they're pretty much saying. I'm not going to serve you, Lord. Let me go back to that. But this is the purpose. Let us hear the whole conclusion. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear the Most High and keep his commandments, for this is for the whole duty of man. Are you learning what the Lord wants from you? Are you understanding what the Lord wants from you? As a man, as a woman, as children? Are you even seeking? Because that's going to be the main pinnacle of the elect. The elect is going to seek the Lord. You want to serve somebody. If you're working at a job and you want to do your best job at that place, whether it be a hotel manager, whether it be a server at a restaurant, whether it be a cook, whether it be a hospitality, or whether it's even greeting people over the phone, you have to learn what that particular job needs you to do to be responsible, to be professional, and to represent that job in the best sense ever or possible. The same thing with even more. Okay, why not? Why would it be anything different when it comes to serving Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua? The Bible gives us the key notes as far as how a man is supposed to serve the Lord, how a woman is supposed to serve the Lord, and how children are supposed to serve the Lord. How men are supposed to treat men, how men are supposed to treat other men, women, and children, and how women are supposed to treat men, especially their husband, and their children, how they're supposed to treat them, and your thought might be, oh, well, that's a little too harsh for me. Well, the Lord didn't say it mattered about what you thought. The Lord said, this is how you're supposed to raise them up. This is how you're supposed to treat your husband. This is how you're supposed to treat your wife. All right? Good, bad, and indifferent. The Lord have all these laws, statutes, commandments, and rules, regulations on how we're supposed to serve him according to his scriptures on everybody. Children too, how you children are supposed to act towards your parents, your God, and elders. And choose your friends wisely. All these things is written in the scriptures. And if you're not seeking that out, then what the hell can we tell you? Because in the kingdom, we ain't going to have to tell you nothing. In the kingdom, it's going to be no talking. Everybody going to know our power, Yahweh Shemel Shah. Then, right now's the time to get it right. Like the lady was talking about Jonah. Jonah thought he was, he didn't even want to do what the Lord told him to do. He found out if he didn't, then he was going to be cursed the rest of his day. So that's what a lot of people are going through right now. You might know the truth. Or you might think you know the truth. I'll say that. You might think you know the truth. But if you're not doing it according to how the Lord says it's supposed to be done, then why do you think you're going through hell? The same thing Jonah was going through on that boat with everybody. He almost cost everybody their fucking life because he wanted to go do his own thing. And that's what a lot of you out here are doing. A lot of you Israelites that know you Israelites, right? But you still want to lean on your own understanding. You're causing people around you to fucking fall. To be chastised, to damn near, to go off. You're being detrimental to these people. Just to let you know. And there's no such thing as free will. Either you get on board with Yahweh Shemel Shah, or you're going to suffer the consequences. Deuteronomy 28, starting at verse 1. You receive the good things till 14. Then 15, if you don't listen to the Lord, you receive the bad things. Verse 1 to 14, if you do the things according to the will of Yahweh Shemel Shah, you receive the good things. You become the head. Because the kingdom of the Lord needs headship. There has to be stewardship. There has to be people that understand the will of the Lord, and they're going to follow it out to the best of their ability. While the rest of the people still think, oh, you gonna come to a job and do what you want to do. See how long you last there. And the job is the world, or the field is the world. The field is where the job take place at. The field, the world. You gonna come here and do what you want to do. This is the Lord's world, the Lord's habitation. This is the Lord's creation, Salaki, the Lord's creation. This is his world. This is where his business get conducted at on the earth. And you're going to come here and do what you want to do and think you won't get fired or put in the fire? Right? The whole duty of man is to serve Yahweh Shemel Shah. Let me go back to that. Joshua 24. What was that, 14? We will serve the Lord. Verse 14. Now therefore fear the Lord Yahweh, and serve him in sincerity and in truth, and put away the gods which your father served on the other side of the flood, and in Egypt, and serve ye the Lord, Yahweh B'Hashem Yahweh Shah. If it seem evil unto you to serve the Lord, choose you this day whom ye will serve. Choose you this day. All right? The ultimate choice, or the choosing, the decision that's laid before our face is, who are you going to serve? And how are you going to serve him? Cain found out the hard way. He's going to serve the Lord how he want to serve him. Okay? And he did what? He became a murderer and a liar. He became a selfish beggar. He became what's the word? Not a scavenger, but Slaki, I forget the word right now, but a vagabond. It was no blessing behind being disobedient, choosing not to serve the Lord. But y'all can play. Keep on playing if y'all want to. Keep on playing if you want to. Verse 15 again, and if it seem evil unto you to serve the Lord, choose ye this day whom ye will serve, whether the gods which your fathers served that were on the other side of the flood, or the gods of the Amorites, and those in whose land ye dwell. But as for me and my house, we will serve the Lord. Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah. Okay? Now what it boils down to, who is you serving? You know? What choices are you making? Choose ye this day. What choices are you making at the end of the day? And you don't have the free will. Let me get that. Let's go there. Is freedom. It's free will. It's free will and choice. The same thing. You see that? AI overview. No, they are not the same. The same thing. Choice is the physical or mental act of selecting between available options. Okay, right. So you either choose good or you choose the evil. You have a choice. What are you going to choose? You going to choose to serve the Lord, or you going to choose to serve the other gods? You going to choose Sophia, or you going to choose those other philosophies of man, the philosophies of man? There's only two decisions. There's only one way to go, left or right. Free will. Free will is the deeper philosophical or metaphysical capacity to make those selections independently of physical laws, prior causes, or external coercion. Let's get that. Let's see what that means. Coercion.
Coercion
is the act of forcing or intimidating someone to do something they are unwilling to do. It strips away a person's free will through threats of violence, emotional manipulation, blackmail, or psychological pressure, making the victim act in ways contrary to their own interests. Again, free will is the deeper philosophical or metaphysical capacity to make those selections independently of physical laws, prior causes, or external coercion. All right. So, as far as what I'm getting from their definition of this free will is that you have they say you have a deeper philosophical or metaphysical capacity to make those selections independently of physical law. So this right. So this is what people believe they have the will to do. Like outside of your understanding, you think you control something. You have a way to manipulate, the will of the Lord. There's only one will going forth, and that's whatever the Lord deems to happen. What do you say? The Lord say, I will do my pleasure. Oh, beautiful. Yeah. Isaiah 46:10. Isaiah 40, I'm gonna make it short as possible. Isaiah 46:10, declaring the end from the beginning and from ancient times, the things that are not yet done, saying, my counsel shall stand, and I will do all my pleasure. All right? All my pleasure. This is the Lord speaking. All right? There's nothing that you can do outside of what the Lord is orchestrating. There's a thing called the predestined. Let's get that. Predestined. We're going to get some Bibles and verses. Check this out. See what they come up with. Of course, that Romans 8. That's that jam. I'm going to jump down. I like that Romans. Let's get that Romans 8. Romans 8 and 28. And we know that all things work together for good to them that love the Most High, to them who are called according to his purpose. He will do his will. He declared this from the beginning. And those that's in the mindset of being the hopeful elect, putting on as the elect, being diligent to make their calling and election sure, they're understanding that, yes, the Lord controls all things. There's no such thing as free will. But every day you're faced with a choice on how you're going to serve the Lord. And if you're going to serve the Lord, or if you're going to lean on your own understanding. Are you going to put your best foot forward toward reading, praying, and seeking what the Lord wants for you? Because most people just wake up and they might put on some music or, you know, some shit that you ain't got no, pushing a button to listen to some feel good music is not a form of working for the Lord, or even a form of getting to learn him or know him. I used to be in that same mindset. I would get up, roll something, you know, sip some, play my music, toss on some gospel, be singing and thinking I'm in the motherfucking spirit, and it was a lie. It was a lie. It was an emotional roller coaster trip of bullshit. Until the Lord actually woke me up through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Shah by way of his prophets. And then actually sitting down and listening to the true men of Yahweh Shema Shah, our elders and apostles of the great millstone, and those up under them speaking the same like-minded doctrine. Verse 29, for whom he did foreknow, he also did predestinate to be conformed to the image of his son. So it's not you that's going to be doing, right? You don't choose the Lord. You don't choose to operate for the Lord. That's the scary thing about it. If it's a fearful thing to fall to the hand of the Most High. If the Lord's not using you, he just probably brought you into this thing to let you know, hey, at least you knew the truth. Those stripes are coming. Those stripes are coming, because for those that are supposed to know the truth, supposed to know who they are, and they're not acting accordingly, they're going to receive many stripes. And those that don't know that they Israelites, they're going to receive few stripes. It's still going to be some judgment going out, as we read in Ecclesiastes chapter 12. It's still going to be some judgment going out. Every secret thing is going to be brought to the light. Again, verse 29, for whom he did foreknow, he also did predestinate to be conformed to the image of his son, that he might be the firstborn among many brethren. And that being conformed goes into us, the elect being beamed up into them chariots. Like it said, when he come, okay, yeah. It say when he come, let me see if I can find it right quick. So I can find it right quick. Give me 1 minute. Say, where's that at? Timothy. It's the First John. First John chapter 3 verse 2. It said, "Beloved, now are we the sons of the Most High, and it doeth not yet appear what we shall be, but we shall know that when he shall appear, we shall be like him. For we shall see him as he is when he's in his glorified state." That's being changed. That's receiving the crown of life. Yahweh Hashem is going to put on every man, of the men of the elect, chosen men, the 144,000, the tabernacle King David. He's going to put on every man's head the crown of eternal life. He's going to change their bodies, and the rest of the innumerable multitude, he's going to change their bodies as well. Their bodies are going to be changed into heavenly, godly, estate bodies. He's going to be given a new mind where they don't sin no more. They don't go off no more. And this is predestined from the beginning. These are those that the Lord knew as the first fruits. From the beginning of time, the Lord declared the end from the beginning. Verse 30, "Moreover, whom he did predestinate, them he also called, and whom he called," like she brought up, right? "And whom he called, them he also justified, and whom he justified, them he also glorified." Yeah, just right, like we were just reading in 1 John 3. Right? 1 John chapter 3, starting at verse 2. Moreover, whom he did predestinate from the beginning, them he also called. Many are called, a few are chosen, like she said. Because some people are just called so they can see that the Lord been watching them. And y'all didn't hearken to the words of Yahweh Shemi Shah. You still a lot went back into the world. A lot went back to the Christian doctrine, faith bullshit. A lot went to other other gods' belief, lowercase g's. All these heathen gods, they went back to these other heathen gods' belief, even though they heard the word, they heard the truth. And that wasn't necessarily a choice. That was you being reserved, as the Lord said. Let me see if I can get that. Let's get that. Reserved to destruction. Yeah, Job. Job chapter 21 and verse 30. "The wicked is reserved to the day of destruction. They shall be brought forth to the day of wrath." And the wicked, we know, they start with Esau, Edom, right? But there's a lot of wicked Israelites as well. A lot of there shall be evil men amongst you, right? The evil men of Israel said, let us be like the heathen. Roughly paraphrasing. The brother brought that out, yesterday, last night, in Maccabees. And a lot of people still have that same mindset today. They're choosing to be against the Lord. All right, but it gets deeper than that. It gets deeper than that. It's not just them choosing it. The Lord is searching their reins. Like I said, I don't want this to be too long. Let's go here to Job. Job 33. We're going to jump down to verse 15. The Lord tried the reins. Job 33 and 15. "In a dream, in a vision of the night, when deep sleep falleth upon men, and slumbering upon the beds, then he opened the ears of men, and sealed their instructions, that he may withdraw man from his purpose, and hide pride from man." So, only the elect is going to understand that the Lord really controls all things, and it's in my best interest, if I want to be on the good side of the Lord, to humble to what He's telling me to do, to humble to what He created me for, which is to serve Him. But the majority of people have been taught and brainwashed to do your will, do as thou wilt, do what makes you feel good. The lust of the flesh. Do what makes you feel good. not knowing those things. How about to sneeze, Slakia? Those things are attributed to death. Those things are everything under this world right now. If you're not of the elect, you're under the vibration of the wicked. And if you don't have the proper understanding, this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, 9 out of 10, you're going to be conformed to the world, to this wicked society. You don't know the difference between what's right and what's wrong. It'll get to the point where you will call evil good and good evil. That's exactly what's going on in this world. That's why there's beauty in judgment. And when the Lord brings that judgment, we're going to see the difference between what's right and what's wrong. That's a defining moment. That's a defining point between what people think and what the Lord said is. What people believe, leaning on their own understanding, and what the Lord is saying. This is what I required. This is what I said should go. But this is how you said. This is what you thought it was. A lot of correction is going to be coming from the Lord himself, because they don't want to hear the correction of the prophet. People don't want to hear the correction of the prophets. So they're going to have to figure it out, the hard way, like they say. Let's go ahead to Jeremiah 17. And jump down to verse 10. Matter of fact, I'm going to start at verse 9. Yeah. Right, because people say the Lord knows my heart, which means your mind, the lob, right? That means your mind. It says, the heart is deceitful above all things and desperately wicked. Who can know it? All right? Especially women. A lot of women, they think they have a clear understanding of what's what. Babylon is in no situation, what did I say? With the elder apostle, or Ramlan. Babylon is in no win situation. It's in a no-win situation. I'm telling you. Call halal yun lie. Yeah, that's right, elder apostle. Again, the heart is deceitful above all things and desperately wicked. Who can know it? A lot of these women, shit, man. Decision making isn't made for children, women, and men that wander out of the congregation, that wander out of the way of wisdom, that wander without serving their power, serving their purpose on the earth. They don't have no. They don't know. They're mentally combobulated with distractions and with feelings and emotions, and they don't know how to move. Only the men of the Lord can really tell you, solidly, in a fortified state, right, of what life is about, what operation is about, how you're supposed to conduct yourselves. And the warning has gone out. Verse 10, I, the Lord, searcheth the heart. I try the reins, even to give every man according to his ways and according to the fruit of his doings. The same thing that we read in Ecclesiastes chapter 12. Right? The Lord is going to judge. The judgment is coming. The judgment is coming for all those that think you got free will to do whatever you want to do. When right now is the time to return back to the Lord. If you're an Israelite, to return back to the Lord and serve him, right, with fear and with trembling. That's what this time is for. To fear Yahweh Shem Yahushua, to serve Yahweh Shem Yahushua with fear and with trembling. With reverence and with concern. Not to do whatever you want. There's a difference between choice and free will, as we went over earlier. Choose ye this day who you will serve. Let me go here to James. But he's just coming out of the Old Testament. He ain't saying nothing about the New Testament. Dumbasses. James chapter 1. To bring more clarity. And we're going to go down to verse 12. All right. James chapter 1, verse 12. Blessed is the man that endureth temptation, because the Lord tries the rein. The Lord going to try. He going to try and see where your heart is at, where your mind is at, Where your mind is at? What's more important? Serving the world or serving me? The Lord gonna see. That's the best way to do anybody. You don't just, the Lord said you're supposed to try a friend, whether he be for you or not, roughly paraphrasing. Try a friend. Try the spirit by the spirit. Right? Spaceman now. Fuck. Alright, give me 1 minute. I got you. Say less. I'm sure. Let me see. I already got. Give me 1 minute. Matter of fact, I'll go here. See if I got that already. Give me 1 minute. Aqua. Salaki, give me 1 minute. And that would be video 55:16. Yeah, I could delete that. I could delete that. So back to the scheduled program. All right, here we go. James 1 again. James 1, and I'll go back to 12. And it says, blessed is the man that endures temptation, for while he is tried, okay? The Lord tries the reins, he tries the heart. He's going to see where you at mentally. He's going to see where your desire is really at. For when he is tried, he shall receive the crown of life, which the Lord have promised to them that love him, as we just read in Romans chapter 8. It's predestined for those that the Lord love, that they're going to receive the crown of life. All right, verse 13. Let no man say when he is tempted, I am tempted of the Most High, for the Most High cannot be tempted with evil, neither tempted he any man. But every man is tempted when he is drawn away of his own lust and enticed. And when lust have conceived, it bringeth forth sin. And sin, when it is finished, bringeth forth death. Do not err, my brethren, my beloved brethren. Okay? So don't be tricked up in your mind, think you got free will, or that when the Lord make a decision on your life, according to what's in your heart, according to you leaning on your own understanding, don't tell the Lord, don't say the Lord's the reason why it happened. Don't do that. Because that's what a lot of people think. They think, oh, well, I'm doing this because the Lord did it. The Lord put it, the Lord put it before me. That's that Babylonian fucking wine. That's that Babylonian concept of not projection. It is projection too, but you want to put off accountability on somebody else, on someone else. And y'all are so wicked, just like Esau Edom. Esau Edom want to put his wickedness, his lies on everybody else besides just taking accountability for who he fucking is. He want to say he's everybody else but Esau Edom, the wicked. And a lot of you people, a lot of you Israelites are the same way. You want to say, oh, but the Lord, because you ain't got no understanding. Let me see if I can get that. Let me get that. Wicked ass nigga. Proverbs 28. And I'm going to start at verse 3. A poor man that oppresseth the poor is like a sweeping rain, which leaveth no food. They that will forsake the law praise the wicked. Okay? And when you forsake doing the will of Yahweh Shem Yahshua, you giving praise to the wicked. Do as thou wilt. Do what you want to do. You don't want to serve the Lord, right? So you're giving praise to the wicked. But such as keep the law contented with them. The Lord said, who's going to fight for me? Who's going to stand up for me? Who's going to stand up for me against the workers of iniquity? Who's going to stand up for me against the workers of iniquity? Who's going to tell people that they're wrong for doing this abominable thing? Who's going to stand up for me and tell the people that's not how the Lord said you're supposed to be doing things? Who's going to stand up for me against the workers of iniquity, against the transgressors? And you don't have too many people that's doing that except for the elect of Israel, the men, women, and children that's putting life on the line because they will not conform to the ways of this world. Verse 5, evil men understand not judgment, but they that seek the Lord understand all things. Better is the poor that walketh in his righteousness than he that is perverse in his way, though he be rich. Okay? It's another piece I wanted to get. I think it was in Proverbs. I don't think I got time for it. I gotta get ready to slide up out of here in a minute. Let me see. What was that? Yeah, James 1. Again, blessed is the man that endureth temptation, for when he is tried, he shall receive the crown of life, which the Lord hath promised to them that love him. Let no man say when he is tempted, I am tempted of the Most High, for the Most High cannot be tempted with evil, neither tempted he any man. Okay? But every man is tempted when he is drawn away and drawn away of his own lust and enticed. All right? The Lord tries the reins. He see where your heart at. I'm going to see where you at with this shit. You know what I mean? You say you love me. You say you got my back. You say you're going to stand up for me against the workers of iniquity. We about to see. We about to see. I'm about to put this in your life right quick and see how you handle it. See how you stand up for me. And for all y'all that's been lying and faking and bullshitting, men, women, and children, all y'all that's been lying, faking, and bullshitting, just leave it the fuck alone. Just be you. The Lord, he know y'all fuckers, man. If you really sincerely was trying, you would really sincerely try. But other than that, man, that's all I really got. That's all I really got for now. You know, you are, there's no such thing as free will. When you make it up in your mind that you're tempted or whatever, you're drawn away by your own lust. The Lord called you out. He called you out on your bullshit. And he see you for who you are. And according to that, every man, woman, and child is going to be judged. With that, I'm going to call out. I'm going to call out. With that, we'll say, all praise, glory, and honor be to Yahweh, Bashim Yahweh Shah, Bashim Hakadash, and again, double honor to elders and apostles, great millstone, and to you hopeful elect. Endure, 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 endure. All right, till next time, Kwame Yasharala. Wa Abba Baba.